Hello everybody, welcome to another episode here with us at Downtown Cocktails. Today we have a special show for you. It's going to be 3 gin drinks. Hopefully we'll find something that you like. I'm Lisa, this is Andy. So today we're going to be highlighting 3 different gin drinks to try and get you into the world of gin drinking. Gin has been around for quite a while, surprisingly actually. It's been around since the Middle Ages. First, it was used for medicinal purposes. The flavoring comes from juniper berries, if you've never had gin before. It's a very strong flavor. Like we said, it comes from juniper berries. Back when it first was used in the Middle Ages, it was said to be used for medicinal purposes, for treating gout and different stomach ailments. It was also associated as being a poor man's drink at one point. Now it's typically associated with high-end cocktails. By itself, it's pretty strong. So we're gonna show you some good things to mix it with to make it a little less strong. So the first one we have for you today is
bee's knees.
So this is gonna be the bee's knees. So the bee's knees is an expression back in Prohibition era days, kind of meaning it's the best, the bee's knees. So we are gonna show you today how to make the bee's knees. Okay, bartender. The bee's knees. So explain to us what that consists of.
Starters, my favorite gin, Hendricks. Start out with 2 ounces of this. Next, 3/4 ounces of lemon juice.
Do you want to explain to people? So the bee's knees is a Prohibition era style cocktail. So
Yes.
Do you want to explain to them why this drink is mixed in the fashion it is? As we all know, back in that day, it was like Prohibition. People were mixing gin in their bathtubs.
Yes, in those days it did not taste the best. So that's why they would add lemon juice, and they would typically add just honey.
Or just something simple. Honey was kind of like the basic sweetener back then.
Yeah, and for ours I'll use a simple syrup, put in about a 1/2 ounce. Gin is also my second favorite.
We actually started off by drinking a lot of gin.
Yes. I shouldn't say second.
That was
It's
kind
one
of
my
our
favorites.
first harder alcohol that we started mixing stuff with, I
Yes.
think. So it's a good one to start with.
Mm-hmm.
By itself, it may not be so great. It might taste like pine needle-y.
But it definitely smells like it.
Yeah, it's more pine needle-y flavored. But if you mix it with stuff, it's really awesome. Give it a good shake. Give it a good Prohibition shake.
We're going all over the place.
Woo! Real nice. It's real downtown.
Yes.
Any last words? So does it smell pine needle-y?
Ah, delicious.
So that should be not too bad. That's 2 ounces of gin. And that's pretty much the only alcohol in there. And then some different sweeteners, lemon juice. So that should be pretty tame, I would think.
You can add more of something if you want to sweeten it up if it's too strong. Or simple syrup. Or you could do we just use 100% lemon juice. You could do lemonade to sweeten it up too. That's how they did it back in the 20s.
It was supposed to mask the harsh flavor a little bit. And like you said, gin back then did not taste like what you have today. So if you think this is strong,
Hendricks tastes much better.
yes. Do it fancy now. Do it like you mean it. Try to be fancy. Okay.
Got this.
We'll see. So the next one's a French 75. The French 75 was rumored to have started around like 1915-ish. Came about the time of World War I. So around 1915-ish, this started popping up. It was named after the French .75 millimeter light field gun from World War I. So I thought that was kind of interesting, a little neat piece to share since we like history and we like guns. So that's kind of cool. This is named after a gun in World War I. So French 75, without further ado, let's get started with the French 75.
Start out with some of my favorite gins, Hendricks. 2 ounces of that.
And a lot of these recipes don't call for a ton of ingredients, so you know it would be good. You could just get yourself a bottle of Hendricks, and the rest are pretty cost efficient or like a little bit cheaper ingredients. So if you've invested in a nice bottle of Hendricks, that should take you through all these cocktails.
And next, we have a little bottle of.
So typically they use Prosecco for this. We're gonna use a sweet Riesling.
We use about 2 ounces. It's more of a bubbly, that's why I'll put it in the glass and not in the shaker.
Oh, definitely a good tip.
Yes.
You don't want to make that mistake.
We will have. The next ingredient will be lemon juice.
So how much lemon juice do you do?
1 ounce.
Okay.
Of lemon juice of your choice. And our last ingredient, one of my personal favorite liqueurs,
Oh,
Saint Germain.
that is your favorite.
Yes.
Do you have a recommendation if people, Saint Germain is typically a little more expensive. If people
Yes.
don't want to pay the price for Saint Germain, what's the next best thing?
Just vanilla flower. This is another one that I like to use, St. Elder.
Okay, so
A little
Saint.
less expensive, still pretty tasty. Just happens to be one of my favorites. It smells nice too.
So what's it smell like?
It kind of reminds me of grapefruit juice.
I
Ruby
thought the
red.
same too.
I'm gonna add 1 ounce of this. We'll shake this up.
So does it depend? Do you have to like shake certain drinks a certain like fastness or hard or like, what do you find works best?
Do it the goofy way? No, I just shake it for a little while. Get it mixed real well.
So you don't have to like go crazy and like just
No.
shake super like.
You don't want to like hurt yourself. We'll add this to our bubbly.
Is it good?
Yes, very good. I'd say it's downtown.
Okay, so our next and final drink of the night is the Aperol and Gin cocktail. It's one of our most favorites. It's a little stronger than the other 2 we just did, but it's definitely one of our favorites. So here's the Aperol and Gin cocktail.
First, we will start out with my favorite gin, Hendricks. For this drink, it's a little stronger but tasty. I'll use 3 ounces of gin.
Holy smokes. So this is one of those drinks where like when you see in the movies that they like take a drink of alcohol and they blow out and they have like fire. Like you blow a flame. Would this be a good idea?
Maybe. The next ingredient will be Aperol, Italian liqueur. Now we will use 1 ounce of this. Right. Our next ingredient will be lime juice of your choice, about 1 ounce.
So right now you're using just like unsweetened lime juice or
Yes.
like regular lime juice?
Yes.
Okay. But there is a sweeter version than you,
Yes,
right?
there's a sweeter version, and I probably would recommend that for most people.
Okay.
I just like a little more of a tart taste.
So usually that version, we just get this version out of like your baking section of the store. And that other version we talked about, the sweetened lime juice. If you like a sweeter drink and less tart, I believe it's like Rose's lime juice.
Yes.
So that's the brand. And you can get that usually in the non-alcoholic mixers aisle at the grocery store.
Yes.
That's good too, it's just sweeter.
Mm-hmm. The final ingredient will be simple syrup. Sweeten it up a little bit. I'll put in probably about 1 ounce.
But we like Target's simple syrup the best. Let's get a look at that. I want to see the front of that bottle. So Target has like the best simple syrup. Hold it still, Jesus. So Powell and Mahoney's simple syrup is what Target has. Usually we go there and try to buy a couple because it's usually sold out or there's only like one left.
Or people try to hide it.
It's really good flavor. It's not like anything artificially, like really sugary tasting. It's pretty good. And a 1, and a 2, and a 1, 2, 3. Dun 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 dun. Oh no. Do it again. A little extra. Ah. That would be so awful. Such a mess. Oh. Definitely one of our favorite gin drinks.
Yeah, for me, it's my favorite.
Mm-hmm. I like it too. It's a little more sweet.
Very yummy.
Oh, yum. That's good. Wow, that looks so real. Ugh. Are you a sword swallower? So, I thought we already did take this. No, we didn't. So for our last and final drink of the night, it's the Aperol Gin Cocktail. How come your body's so red? Okay. What's that?
We're just trying to get ahead of everybody else.
Come on, stop digging around.
Get it back in here.
Put his cranium back on.
Trying to.